I'd like to talk about Health Nuts. The one that up here says Health Nuts. The original title has been altered. As you know, the real title is Health Nuts. Is it possible to be too obsessed with health? And again, knowing the actual title and connecting it to what you read can a lot of times be very helpful to figure out what the author's trying to say. Okay, let's we'll kind of go ahead and take a quick look here at the PDF files and some of the things. Feel free to pause it at any time if you want to just read the things that I have on the side here. Basically, he talks about two obsessions: food obsession and exercise obsession. The food obsession is these 3 paragraphs, and the other obsession about exercise starts here and goes up to basically here. And he basically kind of says his main idea in a couple places. Basically, I have it here in paragraphs 8 and 9, and on the first page right here where he says this: I believe that the purpose of good health and exercise is to enrich your life, not for exercise to become your life. These people are becoming basically too obsessed to become your life, and that has a lot of bad effects on people's health that he talks about throughout this whole the whole article. He also says something similar here. Health is feeling whole. It's balance, not letting it take over your life. And he says here, it's certainly healthy to be concerned about health, but obsessions and addictions fragment or break the wholeness of health and ultimately disrupt the quality of your life. I circled that because he talks in several places about how it kind of disrupts their life. These fear or the problems they have socially with people because they're just so focused on their obsessions, whether it's food or exercise. Here are the main ideas and 2 supporting details. I grouped the paragraphs on food into one supporting detail right here. You can see number 1 this is basically the 3 paragraphs, and 2, this is basically the 3 paragraphs on exercise. You can pause it and read it. Right now I'm just going to go quickly. I guess we'll just look a little more maybe at the article, maybe the first part. That's some of the things I have here. Exercise obsession. This is an important part. When exercise dominates your life, then it's too far, when you become obsessed. And that's kind of what I have over here. I wrote exercise obsession, and and I put an arrow here, when it dominates or controls your life, then it affects the rest of your life, and they give examples. I don't really mention the examples here in the supporting details. I don't think you really need to. Basically for this and the other part on exercise, which is right here, paragraph 7, I tried to summarize these below in number 2. I said, second, the author discusses exercise obsession and says that many people who are too into it lose touch with the rest of their life, or their lives. That's a mistake. The exercise obsession starts to control their lives. They may focus only on exercising and ignore other parts of being healthy. It looks like I have another little mistake here. Oops. Then here's my first supporting detail. I tried again to summarize the first 3 paragraphs that they have about food obsession. And that's in this first part about food. And again, I don't look at it and just try and copy the words. I basically try and write notes on the side, and I try and write it in my own words. Or I'll read it. I'll read this paragraph, or this paragraph about food. I wrote here on the side, fear related to food. And so I read it, and then on the side, I put the article away, and then I tried to write in my own words what I thought it said. And I did that for this section here on food obsession, and also the one on exercise obsession. And that's, I think, a good thing to do. Hopefully this has been helpful. I realize I made a couple mistakes. I got to try and fix that. I wrote without thinking. That happens sometimes, or I missed a couple words. But hopefully this has been helpful. You guys take care. I'll see you later.